Hi everyone, welcome to week 3 of our online hybrid course. This week we have some more oral self-care aids. So if last week you didn't finish some of the reading, you definitely have this week again to go back to week 2 because we're just doing more about self-care aids this week. Last week we did motivational interviewing and self-care. So I'm just going to look to the screen here. So week 3 you're going to see the outcomes here and 2 PowerPoints. These PowerPoints I've put in here about how long it should take you, but everybody will be different depending on how long you spend on the slide and if you take notes. But basically the elderly and the children one would be 20 to 25 minutes and the self-care aids one would be about an hour. And then there is a discussion board this week, and I'll go through that in just a minute. There's some hints here, helpful tips for this discussion board. You're going to write about one oral physiotherapy aid, which is like a self-care aid, so brushing, flossing, rubber tip, any of the things from our first assignment, and list the reasons it would be recommended. You're going to describe how to use it in a step-by-step list, and you can get this right from the textbook, and referencing your work and page number as well. Then, so you'll do that and you'll post that to the discussion board forum. Then you're going to read one of the attached articles, and if you go down you see there's 3, 1, 2, 3, flossing, charcoal, and oral rinsing. And just read one of them. I mean, you're free to read all of them because they are interesting, but you just need to report on one of them. So you're going to read and then summarize in your own words the article, what the position is, so what the gist of the article is, how this will affect dental hygiene practice. I want you to keep your response brief and post it in Flipgrid in a video format. So you can write it out first and just read it. You can read it very generally, just sort of off the top of your head, but it does need to make sense and it can't be broken up. It should be like about a 200-word report on the findings of that article. Once you have done that, so you have posted in the discussion board and then you've done your Flipgrid, you're going to go back in and comment on one other classmate's post. So you can do this in discussion board or you can do it in Flipgrid. So Flipgrid allows you to comment by posting another video to someone's video. So you want to ask maybe some questions, or you just want to discuss something you learned. Maybe you read a different article or the same one as them. So you can ask questions and include what you may have learned from their post. Example, you can add something to their post like, did you know this? Or I also researched and found this. Also you can say, that was great, I didn't know about this, or I learned more about this and I'm going to apply it to this. I don't want to hear you saying, that was really good, thank you, and then leave it at that, or a really good post, well done. You need to say why it was really good. So again, this can be done as a comment in the discussion board or as a quick Flipgrid video that would be fairly short. The Flipgrid video that you'll originally do for number 2 is to be about 3 minutes long. Helpful hints for the discussion board: reference your work. Avoid the words of I liked. Use capitals when appropriate, not little I. This isn't a text string, this is a discussion board, so it should be professional. Use deeper thought, and spelling and grammar is included and important. So your articles are there, and then your week list and your checklist and your summary. So we have a guest speaker this week as well in our Common Hour, which is related to this class. She's from Sunstar Butler, and she'll be talking about different oral hygiene aids. So it'll be really helpful with your assignment upcoming. Assignment number 3 is due, or sorry, assignment number 1, we're not quite that far yet, is going to be due on week 6. So you should be working on it. Make sure you go to the assignment tab and you review assignment 1. There's a video there, screencast-o-matic tutorial, so that you know how to use it. Just finally back to our weekly learning, week 3. You're going to want to click here, or you can go through discussion board on the side. But if you click here, it brings you to the discussion board. You create thread, and then it will bring up the instructions, and then you put your subject and you start here. Again, this is due Sunday. It's open as of today, so you have all week to get this done, but you need to respond to one person. So you'll want to sort of post your stuff a little earlier in the week so that gives you time to respond to them. Again, if you go to discussion board on the side, it's going to have week 3 here. And if you click that, it brings you to create thread here. The instructions here to Flipgrid, same password, Georgian, it's going to bring you to the same page, just a different Flipgrid within it. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me, and have a great week. See you in class.